Good morning, my dear students. We were discussing about chapter 7, Sabina's race. We already discussed till page number 64. Rest of the chapter we will see today. Abbas Bhai came to see Anjana's father and he wanted to say something about Sabina. He was telling, "It's Sabina," said Abbas Bhai. "I took your advice and sent her to school. Now she spends hours every day learning about mathematics and science and Allah knows what else." "It will be helpful, Abbas," said Anjana's father. Abbas Bhai said, "I trust that it will. But yesterday she came home with a request that I simply cannot grant. She wants to run." "What do you mean?" inquired Anjana's father. "She wants to participate in the school's sports meet." "I can't allow it," said Abbas Bhai. "Have you spoken to her about it yet?" Anjana's father asked. "I want to ask you to speak to her. She respects you," said Abbas Bhai. "I can't tell her what to do and what not to, Abbas," said Anjana's father. "Please," said Abbas Bhai. "My whole family will be mocked. If my own daughter won't listen to us, why should anyone else?" Abbas Bhai said. Anjana's father shifted in his chair and gazed at the surface of his desk for a few moments. "Bring her here tomorrow morning," Anjana's father said. Abbas Bhai thanked Anjana's father and left. The next morning, Abbas Bhai arrived with Sabina. She was in the black burqa she had begun wearing some years ago. "Good morning, Abbas Bhai," Anjana said. "Good morning, Sabina." They nodded at Anjana. Anjana led them into the house and up to her father's study. They all entered and sat in silence. "Sabina," said Anjana's father, "your father tells me you want to take part in your school sports meet." "Yes," said Sabina softly. "Has he told you that he does not want you to?" Anjana's father inquired. "No, but I know he doesn't," Sabina replied. Anjana's father said, "Sabina, no one can tell you what to do. You have to take your own decisions and be aware of their consequences on you and the people around you." Here, Anjana's father is trying to teach Sabina that our actions have after effects. We should be able to face the different consequences of our actions and decisions. If we take one decision that can affect not only us but also the people those who are around us, our parents, our family members, our relatives, it can affect the name of our family, the status and the social respect too. So here, Anjana's father is trying to make Sabina aware about this. "I understand," said Sabina. "So think about it," said Anjana's father. Then he began discussing the payment for some cupboards Abbas Bhai had made. "Anjana, see Sabina out to the gate," said Anjana's father when they got up to leave. Abbas Bhai returned to the garage. Sabina and Anjana walked to the gate. Anjana was thinking about her father's words. She was wondering how she would react if her father denied her to do something. Then Sabina said, with the clarity of having thought something through, "I am going to run, Anjana, even if he threw me out of the house." She spoke very softly, but Anjana heard the slight shaky movements caused by fear in her voice. Anjana said her to wait for her around the corner of the road. She packed a tracksuit, a pair of running shoes, and socks in a bag and took it to her. Sabina laughed when she looked inside. "When will I wear this?" she said. "Early in the morning at Nehru Park," Anjana said, "while everyone still asleep." The next day morning, Anjana reached Nehru Park at 4 a.m. and looked around. She saw Sabina wearing the clothes she had given her. She noticed then that her eyes were no longer the eyes of a child. Instead, they had an adult calm that made Anjana feel much younger. "You look so different," Anjana said. Sabina smiled for that comment. They both began to run. Anjana did not run too fast, since it was her first day of practice, and Anjana did not want her to strain her muscles. They both were sweaty and flushed after half an hour's practice. Anjana asked Sabina if she wanted to have a glass of tea at a nearby stall, but she was nervous and already thinking or worried about something else. "No," Sabina said. "I had better go. My family wakes up by 5," said Sabina. Here, without informing the parents, both the children are practicing at 4 a.m. in Nehru Park. Here, we should understand about the extreme urge towards their wishes. Anjana is a good friend. She is standing with the wishes of her best friend. But the most important thing we should understand is a gender bias on the basis of religion and gender. Abbas Bhai thinks that if his daughter is participating in school sports meet, he considers it as a big insult to his family. And he clearly says, "I can't allow it." This is a clear sign of discrimination on the basis of gender and religion. In the case of Anjana, we can already understand that she got running shoes and tracksuit, which resembles that she is already practicing this kind of sports events. So there is no problem in the Anjana's house to participate in sports events, but in Abbas Bhai's house there is problem. Both the families are from different religion but living in the same society. Irrespective of caste, color, and religion, we should give opportunities to all the students. We have no right to discriminate or say no on the basis of religion, caste, and gender. Rest of the chapter we will see in the next class. Thank you.